Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly forecast for August 28th through September 9th. This is it, guys. This is our last ocean, sea, mermaid reading for the year. So we're going to connect and see what's coming up for our Sagittarius sun, moon, and rising friends. After we look at these cards, I'm going to pull a spirit message for you from a different deck. So Sagittarius, without further ado, let's see what the new moon is bringing your way. Let's see what energies are going to be coming in for you in the week ahead. Here is your Monday, Tuesday, your Wednesday, Thursday, and your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, my darlings. Alrighty, so your Monday, Tuesday, you have compassion. Okay, compassion. This seahorse is jumping out at me, and that's been kind of a theme in the past few weeks for some of the air and water signs, but I don't think you had too many seahorses, Sagittarius. But this card is going to mean different things for different ones of you. But the first thing that's kind of jumping out at me is the seahorse. And for me, the seahorse is a symbolism of father or father energy. So as we're coming into the new moon, you have to understand something. The full moon is all about release, and the new moon is all about receiving. One thing I have noticed is sometimes around the new moon, whatever kind of began to be released at the full moon, we may have like one little big push, or we may have one little like a big release that happens as we're coming into the receiving energy, because energetically we're making room, we're clearing way. So some of you might be clearing something having to do with your father or your father's side of the family, and it might be some closure is coming through compassion, like through the way in which kind of like whatever issues you had, you're realizing or you're seeing where their damage was, or where they were hurt, or where they maybe were broken, and you may be having some compassion for them that is putting you in this like final stage of healing and release, so you can once and for all be done with it. So it could be like the last few cobwebs in the corner kind of thing for some of you. For other ones of you, this compassion is more towards you and yourself, where you've just been way too hard on yourself, and you've been beating yourself up for not being perfect at things, or for struggling with certain issues, or struggling with certain changes you've been wanting to make, and maybe you feel like you've been failing, or maybe you've been like beating yourself up and saying you don't have enough willpower, or whatever it might be. And for some of you, it could be something inherited from your father's side. But again, this is more towards you having compassion for yourself, you having forgiveness for yourself, you learning to go easy on yourself and to be gentle with yourself. Those bubbles are really jumping out at me. So I do feel that some of you are coming into this light-hearted energy where you're just wanting to be happy, you're wanting to chase your bliss, you're wanting to be in this energy of just kind of possibility and chasing your joy. As a result, you may be feeling the need to be around children, or to be connecting with your inner child, or your inner child's really wanting to come out and play. So you may go and you may borrow like your niece or nephew or your best friend's kid, or spend time with your kids if you have kids. You may be doing something Monday, Tuesday where you're coming into a playful energy and just being in that moment of embracing the magic and the creativity and just the everyday world around you. And this is, again, bringing you into the energy of compassion, right? The same way that you would be compassionate towards a child who's learning, you're going to be compassionate towards yourself as you're learning on your level, okay? But I do feel there's a lot of release. There's a lot of self-love. Some of you may be releasing something towards your you know, like from your childhood, or having love or compassion towards your inner child. Some of you might not like who you were when you were a kid. You might like feel like, oh man, you know, I was like the loser kid, or I was the weird kid, or I was this, or I was that. And some of you are learning to love that child that you were, which is a big step towards your healing to receive, to come into the energy of receiving. Your Wednesday, Thursday is community, right? And we were talking about playfulness just now. And here we have these dolphins. Dolphins are very much a symbol of playfulness, but you have it coming up with community, Sagittarius. So some of you are just kind of finding your tribe in the people that you can be playful with, or that you can associate with, that you're feeling like you're a part of your group, your tribe, as I said. Some of you, this is a big deal because some of you, I feel like you're being invited to either like a socializing thing that has like a networking undertone. So it could be like a networking thing, or like a workshop or a training, or just some kind of like get together for, like, you know, young professionals or something like that. But I feel it's putting you in the direct path of making some new friends, or being accepted, or being I don't know if I want to say inducted, but like accepted or taken in by a new group of people, like a new crowd, which is going to be higher vibrational and which is going to be better for you. I do feel, Sagittarius, that some of you are coming into a time of transition where you're really, really moving away from a lot of things that have been a big part of your life till now, right? Like, you know, certain friends that you had, or places you hung out, or even maybe what you do for work or career. You're transitioning away from a lot of those things. And so a part of this transition coming in midweek for many of you is you're coming into a new group, right? People who are going to be more supportive, more working together towards a common goal. I feel like some of you, Sagittarius, are used to being in an environment where there's a lot of like backstabbing and talking behind each other's back, and they're nice to your face, but when you're not there, they're talking all kinds of crap about you. And a lot of you are finally breaking out of that kind of energy, okay? And you're coming into an energy of, like I said, people who are all about building each other up, you know, constructing positive changes. And so it's a very new sense of community or soul tribe, like I said. The pink is really jumping out at me, so I feel that you guys also are having strong elements of Archangel Jophiel coming into your life midweek. And Archangel Jophiel, for those of you who don't know, is the angel of beauty, of positive thoughts, of, you know, positive, new, beautiful experiences. So again, you're seeing the joy and the magic in the everyday life. That is one way in which your eyes are opening to beauty this week. But also you're making room and you're having beautiful, supportive people come into your life and experiences coming into your life. You know, I kind of call her like the redecorator, you know, or, you know, she's coming in and she's helping kind of just bring new things into your life. And the thing about her too, like what I've noticed is it will also come in with new belongings, like new physical things. So you may even find yourself little by little over the course of this new moon cycle into the full moon, or into the next new moon even, where you're just kind of little by little picking up pretty things that are giving you a sense of beauty in your environment. You don't have to break the bank. You know, it could be little things here and there. It could be knickknacks. It could be, you know, pillows. It could be candles. It could be just little things that are bringing in touches of beauty into your life and raising the vibration around you. But you might even feel like, you know, you're gravitating towards more beautiful colors in the way that you're dressing, or whatever it might be. You're just bringing in a sense of physical beauty, and I feel like you're going to be picking up like beautiful belongings too along the way. You know, clothing, decorations, You know, maybe some of you are doing something bigger, like a bigger upgrade in terms of a car or something like that. But it's going to be different for different ones of you. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday card, and this is the, you know, the full-on new moon, we have impulsive, Sagittarius. Sagittarius impulsive? Never, right? yeah, you guys can be impulsive, but it's a lovable characteristic about you guys. It's one thing that can make you guys so much fun to be around. But this doesn't surprise me that in the new moon energy, Sagittarius is coming up with impulsive, because you guys are a fire sign. You have a lot of fire. And this new moon is being affected or has a lot of Mars energy in it, right? And Mars is an aggressive planet. It's about action. It's like, go for it. And combined with the loving, passionate energy of, dreamy energy of Venus, with the communicating energy of Mercury, a lot of you can be in this energy where you are just like, you're rearing to go. Like, you know, you want to make big changes and you're just wanting to leap and not even think about it. You're just wanting to jump in head first, you know, act now, ask later. And this is where it gets tricky, Sagittarius, because this is a general reading. You guys are in different places in your life, right? So, you know, if I say go for it, for some of you, going for it can be a wonderful thing. But for some of you, going for it may not be a great thing. And for example, say you hate your job and you've been working towards a career change and you're like, you know what? That's it. I'm quitting my job. I'm walking out right now. Well, do you have something else lined up? Or do you have enough money saved to last you until you find something else, right? If not, if you don't, then maybe walking out of your job is not a good time to be impulsive right now, you know? So it's going to be different for different ones of you. So what I would do is I would take this up in prayer ahead of time, and I would ask my angels and guides to guide me and help me know when to take the leap of faith and when to be a little bit more patient. But Sagittarius, you may be tempted to take some leaps, right? And again, it's a general reading, so I can't sit here and say go for it, because your circumstances might mean that you're being impulsive about something that might not be good to be impulsive about right now. It's different for different ones of you. But again, you guys are going to be feeling really eager for these big changes and really eager to just kind of be in your freedom and to be in your joy. So that's something that you are going to go ahead and manifest in through this new moon cycle. Freedom, joy, a sense of adventure. And I feel like, Sagittarius, a lot of you are setting up your life in a way where whatever it is you're doing for work or for schooling or whatever it is, you're setting yourself up in a way where you can pretty much do it from anywhere, right? So you're either working remotely, or you're taking classes online, or you're just doing something in a way that's giving you the freedom that you can go and travel if you wanted to travel, or if you decided you wanted to move or relocate, you could do that and not worry so much about work or school. Like, a lot of you are really setting yourselves up for that level of a wiggle room or freedom, which is commendable. You know, that's no small feat by any means. We're gonna go ahead and pull your spirit. I can't even talk. Your spirit message for the week. And again, guys, I encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos, because some weeks they may resonate with you more. It may just bring a little extra information. And for those of you who are curious about which cards I'm using, every single week I have a link in the description if you want to check out the cards or if you want to get them for yourselves. Some of you are just as bad as I am. I love new decks, and I've been very lucky. I've had some people send me some decks and things that they've put together, and I try to share those too as much as I can. We're going to go ahead and see what your spirit message here. So you have the Hourglass Dolphin. Your achievement is only a matter of time. Man, is that encouraging or what? Especially since you all are in this really impulsive energy at the end of the week, and you're just like, you know, chomping at the bit. You're rearing to go. And Spirit is saying, patience, grasshopper, you're going to have this achievement. It's going to happen. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And because it's saying it's a matter of time, there's something here in terms of divine timing, or you just got to give these seeds enough time to grow. It's going to happen. Okay, and we have 4 is a number here of your angels are making things happen behind the scenes. Your angels are working and bringing things around in your favor, stability, foundation, all that wonderful stuff. 6 is a number of finances coming in, but you having to learn to balance your money with your affection. Sagittarius, you might be the kind of person where when you have abundance come in, one of the ways that you show your love is you might be very financially generous towards other people. You may want to take them out or buy them things, or you may want to splurge on yourself and show yourself self-love by buying all kinds of things for yourself with this newfound abundance. But 6 says balance these things, because we sometimes just want quality time with a person. We want emotional intimacy. We want connection. It's not all about presents and gifts and fancy dinners, right? The people that love you, or who really love you for you and who are in your life for the right reason, they'd rather spend time with you. And it doesn't matter if you're at a fancy restaurant or you're at a park or you're at, home or whatever. It's just about the connection. So don't put too much importance on showing your love through money or showing your love through finances. If we minimize these numbers, if we reduce them, 4 plus 6 equals 10. You're completing this difficult cycle. We'll go even one further. We'll drop that 0. It's the number 1. A new beginning. Every ending is a new beginning. So you definitely are coming into a new cycle, Sagittarius, and this is asking you to be patient. Okay, my darlings, you're almost there. Again, moon sign, rising sign videos can be helpful. You may need a private reading. I'm more than happy to do that. If you click on the Calendly link in the description of the video, it will take you to schedule a private reading with me. And then those of you who want more love reading info, I do private love readings. I'm happy to give you a private love reading. But if you want the free videos on YouTube, I do those separately on this channel. If you look in the description of the video, there's a link for the August love readings. So if you haven't already watched the August love readings, feel free to do so. And the September love readings are going to be up in the next day or 2, as well as the cross-watcher videos. So if you haven't already subscribed and hit notification, go ahead and do that, and you'll get a notice super soon when the love readings are up. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Have a fabulous week, Sagittarius.